Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm English with Parker, and today you are going to read through a news article with me. This is going to help you learn new words, expressions, and also it's going to help you with your listening and pronunciation. I will attach a copy of all the notes that we make during the class in the description below, so you can download that for free. Make sure you stay until the end where I will read through the article and you can read along with me. This will improve your listening and pronunciation. By the time we get to this part, you should be able to completely understand the article. Oh, and remember to follow me on Instagram at English with Parker, where I upload daily English content for free. So, with all that said, let's get started. Okay guys, so let's take a look at this news article. The title is Forever Young. Can this millionaire reverse aging? Ooh, sounds interesting. So forever young means to stay young forever, very literal. Can this millionaire reverse aging? So reverse means to go backwards. So he's talking about making aging go backwards. Can you get younger? Not only staying young, but to get younger. So reverse, to go backwards. You know, you can reverse a car, for example. You can reverse some types of illnesses. What you can't reverse is a YouTube video. You rewind a YouTube video, okay? Rewind a song, rewind a video, but you can reverse aging. So here it says, Brian Johnson is a rich, successful businessman who is trying to find a way to reverse the aging process. Rich, you gotta know this one, right? Has lots of money. He's a rich, successful businessman who's trying to find a way to reverse the aging process. He's spending, so we use spend for money and time mainly. Spend money, spend time. I like to spend time with my dog. I like to spend time with my children. I like to spend money when I go shopping. Okay, spend around $2 million a year trying to do this. And he believes human beings don't need to die. That is a very interesting belief. Right, so let's take a look at his routine. Every day, Johnson gets up. Phrasal verb. Gets up at 4:30 a.m. and goes to bed at 8:30 p.m. 4:30 a.m. That is really, really early. So get up means to wake up and stand up out of bed. And goes to bed at 8:30 p.m. So I usually get up about 8:30 a.m. So he's waking up a full 4 hours earlier than me. I'm sure most of you watching probably don't get up that early either. And he goes to bed at 8:30. He eats 3 vegan meals a day. So vegan means that you don't eat any food. Well, I think this is right description, right? That you don't eat any food that contains any parts of a living animal, I think, right? So like a vegetarian, but also nothing that affects or harms animals in any way, which are mostly made up of vegetables, berries, nuts, and finishes all of his meals by 11 a.m. I wonder why he's chosen to be a vegan. In his research and investigation, it must show that that's the best way to stay young, right? spending $2 million a year on this. It must be the way. So interesting that he is a vegan. He takes over. So if we look, he takes over, so more than 100 supplements. Over more than 100 supplements. Exercises for 1 hour every day and does extra high intensity exercises 3 times a week. So high intensity, exactly what it's describing. Exercises at a high intensity, a high rhythm. Let's highlight that one too. A high rhythm. He never goes out in the evening, never drinks alcohol, and never eats pizza or cookies. So I've actually seen a YouTube video of somebody who goes to his house to interview him. He never goes out in the evening because he needs to have a strict sleeping schedule, has to go to bed at 8:30. He never drinks alcohol because the amount of calories that he allows himself to eat every day is taken up by other things that he seems as more important, like nuts, berries, some of his supplements. But he did say that he actually does enjoy drinking red wine, but he just can't fit it in to the calories, and that throughout his investigation, he hasn't found that drinking red wine actually makes you older quicker or has any negative effect on the aging process. So he doesn't drink it because he can't fit it into his calories. I know that from the YouTube video. And he never eats pizza or cookies. I'm not sure about that, but probably because they're just unhealthy for the body, right? Is it working? Well, one thing I want to point out here, in the evening, we say in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, but we say at night. So don't get caught out with that, okay? In the morning, in the evening, or in the afternoon, but at night. Is it working? Well, he has a team of doctors and health experts who measure his health and the condition of his organs, and they say he has reduced his biological age by at least 5 years. I don't know about you, that's kind of disappointing. I thought he was going to be biologically, 30 years younger, 5 years younger. Okay, his biological age. Your biological age is the age of your body. So you might be 30 years old, but if your biological age is 5 years less than that, then your body is actually 25 years old. Johnson wasn't always so focused on his health. In his 30s, he created a payment processing company called Braintree. Right, payment processing. Payment processing, that will be something similar to PayPal. If you know PayPal, where it processes payments for companies, takes a commission, and that's how it works. So let's put an example. PayPal. Called Braintree, and after 5 years of working hard to make it a success, there you go. He sold his company to PayPal for $800 million, almost $1 billion. After working hard to make it a success, he sold his company to PayPal. Right. By then, he was a very rich man, obviously. But he says he wasn't happy and he wasn't getting enough sleep. All that hard work left him stressed, depressed, and overweight. Stressed. If you're feeling stressed, it means it's a negative thing, right? Not feeling good, feeling overwhelmed could be a good synonym. Overwhelmed, too many things. Depressed, synonym for depressed. Very sad, although we have clinical depression, which is which is different. Not going to open that can of worms. But depressed, we could say very sad, or even clinically depressed, which is totally different. We're talking about chemicals in the brain. And overweight. Overweight means to be to weigh more than you should. So you can be overweight and you can also be underweight. If you weigh less than you should, you are underweight. He decided to create a system of behaviors, which he calls blueprint, that he believes he can depend on to live his healthiest life. So if we take, he calls it blueprint, which is the name, but a blueprint is actually like a map of a structure. When you build or construct a building, they usually print or create a blueprint of that, which is basically the structure and how it's made. So I guess that's what he's trying to sell, yeah? The structure, the exact way to live his healthiest life or your healthiest life. Johnson's system has received some criticism. Criticism is when somebody criticizes, says something negative about something. Maybe points out the weak parts, maybe says something negative about what you're doing or what you're looking at or whatever you're talking about. Some experts say that mixing so many different supplements might actually be bad for him, and that his goals are unrealistic. If something is unrealistic, it means it's probably not achievable. That's what they mean, yeah? Probably not achievable. Other people say life probably isn't worth living if you can't enjoy things like pizza and cookies. Would life be fun for you if you couldn't eat pizza, cookies, go to McDonald's every now and then, have a glass of wine, go out at night time, or you have to be in bed at 8:30? You know, that's a good question that you could answer in the comments section, yeah? Would life be worth living if you followed this regime? Let me know in the comment section. By the way, in the comment section, I'll also link a PDF to all the notes that we've made in today's class. So all you have to do is go down to the description, click on it, and then you can download it for free, the PDF. So finally, but speaking to Time, which is going to be a magazine or a newspaper, I guess, Johnson said, "I don't really care what people in our time and place think of me. I really care about what the 25th century thinks." So the 25th century, we're living in the 21st century. So I guess here is talking about the future. I only care about what future people think. So there we have it, guys. A little bit of news. The descriptions. This is a great way to practice your English, to learn new words, to learn meanings. I do this in my classes. If you want to find out more about my classes with me, you can check those out in the description below. Remember to download the PDF so you can go through it. Hopefully you've got some great new words, some great expressions. Okay guys, so now that we have gone through the news article and made all of the notes, I'm going to read it through fully. You can read along with me, and that will give you a nice overview of the article, which you should now fully understand, and it won't have any interruptions. So here we go. Check. Can you understand now this article completely after doing this lesson with me? Here we go. Forever young. Can this millionaire reverse aging? Brian Johnson is a rich, successful businessman who is trying to find a way to reverse the aging process. He is spending around $2 million a year trying to do this, and he believes human beings don't need to die. Every day, Johnson gets up at 4:30 a.m. and goes to bed at 8:30 p.m. He eats 3 vegan meals a day, which are mostly made up of vegetables, berries, and nuts, and finishes all of his meals by 11 a.m. He takes over 100 supplements, exercises for 1 hour every day, and does extra high-intensity exercises 3 times a week. He never goes out in the evening, never drinks alcohol, and never eats pizza or cookies. Is it working? Well, he has a team of doctors and health experts who measure his health and the condition of his organs, and they say he has reduced his biological age by at least 5 years. Johnson wasn't always so focused on his health. In his 30s, he created a payment processing company called Braintree, and after 5 years of working hard to make it a success, he sold his company to PayPal for $800 million. By then, he was a very rich man, but he says he wasn't happy and he wasn't getting enough sleep. All that hard work left him stressed, depressed, and overweight. He decided to create a system of behaviors, which he calls Blueprint, that he believes he can depend on to live his healthiest life. Johnson's system has received some criticism. Some experts say that mixing so many different supplements might actually be bad for him, and that his goals are unrealistic. Other people say life probably isn't worth living if you can't enjoy things like pizza and cookies. But speaking to Time, Johnson said, "I don't really care what people in our time and place think of me. I really care about what the 25th century thinks." So there you go. Were you able to understand this article much better? If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me out. If you want to see more, you can follow my YouTube channel. Remember to follow me on Instagram, where I upload new content in English every day. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.